So hello everyone. In this video, I'll tell you about the navigation panels in the 3ds Max, how we can navigate here and there, how we can zoom in, zoom out, and do all these stuffs. So there are quite a bunch of good options we have in the 3ds Max. If we look down on the right hand side bottom corner, we are having a bunch of options here. The first one is zoom. If I click it and I go on to any of the drawing window, and if I left click and move my cursor forward and backward, it will zoom in and zoom out. Okay, you must have to click the hold, you must have to hold the left click to move it up and down. Okay, so this is quite good. And next we are having that is zoom all. If I click zoom all, it will zoom. So now you have a question that what is the difference between zoom and zoom out? Let's say if I escape and I come out of any active command, if I select the sphere in between, then if I click the zoom, then it is going to zoom according to the sphere. Okay. See, you can see there's a green ball. It's known as a pivot. This pivot is for the circle, sorry, for this sphere at this moment. Why? Because we have selected the sphere here. Now, if we go to zoom all, then if I drag it, it will zoom all the components. Okay, if I escape and I came out of any active command, and if it didn't select any of the objects, then if I click the zoom all, it will zoom all the models in a specific linear way. Okay, in a same way. So the zoom is for specific object. If you are going to work on a complex drawing, then you must have to select this zoom so that you can work on something. If you, for example, if you are a gamer and if you are designing a level and you are having a bunch of objects around you, then let's say the scenery, the terrain is of forest, and if you want to manipulate tree drawing, okay, if you are having a 3D model of a tree and you just want to manipulate it, so at that time you need this zoom. So you are going to select and going to zoom on. Next is our zoom extend selected. Okay, zoom extend selected means whatever the object we have selected at that moment, it will zoom that moment onto our screen's extent. Whatever the screen we are having at that moment, it will fit that object fully in that frame. So if I select this zoom extend all, it will fit that thing in the screen. Okay, I come zoom out. If I select this sphere and I click zoom extend, it will zoom it in the full screen. So it's simple as that. Now there is another option, zoom extends all selected. That means it is also zoom extend, but it is extending all the objects in the frame. So if I click this, all of the 3D objects that are in the drawing will come in the frame. Okay, so that is as simple as that. It is also available in AutoCAD. You can familiarize yourself with the AutoCAD also, and you can, if you know AutoCAD, you can recall it from there. There we click first Z, then press enter, then we press E, then enter. So it is a zoom extend. All the drawing come into this space wherever it is, far away from each other or whatever. Now on the bottom we are having field of view. If you know about the cinema or games, if you belong to the animation field or the you can say cinema field, you know what is a field of view. Field of view means how much depth of the view your camera can see. So this is for it. It is kind of equal to like zoom, but it will give you more detail when you go into complex model. Okay, so this is about field of view. Next is the pan view. You pan, you already know what is pan. You can pan here and there. You can click and you can move here and there. You can use any of this space. It doesn't mean that if I'm using perspective, you can't use this commands or navigation commands in any other. You can use it any other. Okay. Now the third one, which is quite important in the bottom, is orbit sub object. If you click orbit, you will have a circle. Now you can left click and you can rotate all these things. Okay, you can rotate here and there. Okay, same as that with the perspective. If I go in perspective, the circle came here. I can move it here and there. Now at this moment you can see it is selecting at a kind of obscured manner. Okay, if I escape it and if I see, I'm having circle here. If I want to move this whole drawing around the circle, I'll select this sphere and then I'll click orbit sub object. If I click this, then whole drawing will rotate about this sphere. If I click the cylinder and then I click this rotate, it will rotate about cylinder. If I click this pyramid and click the orbit, it will orbit around. Okay. And the last one is maximize viewport. That is same as that what we have done earlier. If you active a view, if you, let's say we are having perspective view as an active, and if I click maximize viewport, it will maximize it. We know that there is an alternative. There is a keyboard shortcut for it. That is Alt plus W. So we can click Alt plus W and we can maximize it. If I again click Alt plus W, it will minimize it. That's simple. This was all about this navigation panel. It will be very useful when you do the modeling. Another thing is a view cube. Okay, so view cube is a quite interesting thing. The shortcut to open the view cube is Shift plus W. If you click Shift plus W, a view cube will come into your screen. The view cube is available in all the views. Okay, so in whenever whichever view you select, there will be a wheel. You can say a view cube view. Okay, so this wheel is quite handy. You can also get it from view, and you can go to steering wheels. Okay, so view cube steering wheels also. So you can click it and you can get to know which wheel you want. There are a bunch of options available here. You can get mini view, object tool. It is a quite small view. There is also a shortcut to it. You can right click at this moment and you can go to click full navigation. So if you please, we will back to the navigation. What it does. So you can click on this zoom and holding your left click, you can zoom in and zoom out. If you release your left click, the wheels come again. Okay, let's do it again. Go to the orbit, left click on orbit, then you can move it here and then. You don't have to go to that bottom bar and all do this. You can just do it from here. So click on this orbit and don't release your left mouse button, rotate wherever you want, and you can see. There's a pan. If you click this pan, you can go here. Okay, so this is all about. There are a bunch of options. This is rewind option. This rewind option means what kind of movement you want to rewind. The things that you have just done, the rotation and all that. If you want to undo it, you can undo it. Okay, there are other options into this wheel, that is walk, lock, and all that. The major ones are the orbit, rewind, and pan and zoom. So you can use it. If you don't want it, you can right click and you can go to basic wheels. Okay, you can see other bunch of wheels. If you don't want it, you can just press Shift plus W. It will go out. Again, click Shift plus W. It will come. Shift plus W, go out. Okay, this is how you can activate this steering wheel. The view cube I have defined already earlier. So this was all about this class. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any doubts, you can put it in the comments. And if you like the material, if you like the process, if you like all this teaching experience, so then you can please like, subscribe, and give your valuable comments to me. Okay, thank you.